Hey, this is Kelly with Kelly's Magical Realm. Today I'm talking about the dark side of the wolf moon. I love talking about the wolf moon. I do this each year in honor of the wolf moon. I've been doing this now for over 5 years. This year, the wolf moon falls on January 13th. It's a full moon and it's in the sign of Cancer. And other astrological things going on is Mars is in retrograde, so it's a fun time. I was born under a wolf moon, and there are those of us who are drawn to the wolf moon. I believe for a reason. I have a wolf spirit animal, and when you have a wolf spirit animal, they beckon you to dive deeper inside yourself. Did you ever notice a wolf's eyes? They're penetrating and piercing, able to see right through you. They are very intuitive creatures. And that's, the theme of the wolf moon. But it reminds me of Little Red Riding Hood. I can't talk right now because I'm laughing about it. But when the wolf says his eyes are better to see with, like all his senses. Like he's very keen to his senses, and so is a wolf, And our intuition is heightened around this time. Wolves are full of strength and protection. They fiercely protect their packs that they run with. And this is also the energy of the wolf moon, the strength, protection, fierceness. And you know how I already mentioned that wolves have that intuitive look and how it's incredibly fierce looking, how it can just penetrate through your soul, So just take time out to reflect, go inwards, about your shadow self. This is a hard thing to do because the shadow self could be our dark side in a sense, and it's not always easy. Sometimes we fight with ourselves. So, you know how they say under a full moon, a human can transform into a werewolf? Maybe this is another reason for the name wolf moon, for personal transformation and growth. As much as it hurts, it's good for us, our overall growth and transformation. People use moon magic around this time, and they could take it to a dark side, around the full moon. And in Celtic myths, they talk about the veil being thin right now, around this time. I've actually been feeling that myself. It's funny, intuitively, I've been feeling that. And yeah, that it really is a thing. It's a thing where, they do a lot of work with ancestors around this time because they feel the veil's thin. So talking to the deceased, your spirit guides and guardian angels, and I feel the power is amplified around the time of the moon as well. Like all your intuitiveness, everything, our emotions too. God, it's in the sign of Cancer, so this is just going to be rough. Be careful of your words before you speak. And emotions are just running high, so it can be explosive. So this is the dark part of it. So really think before acting. And the Celts also believed that there were secrets and magic around this time, that it's a wild full moon, and again, a lot of spell work around this time. And this also I just feel like bringing this up, a book that I read, Women Who Run with Wolves. And it's about the wild woman archetype, but it's deep. It goes in depth, and it reminds me of this. Of the full moon, the wolf moon is all about going into your subconsciousness, and so is this book. It has various references of how women are like wolves, and it talks about predators being around, how to protect yourself better by being your authentic self and standing up for yourself. It's quite a powerful book, and it's very healing. That's why I wanted to bring it up. And since the veil is thin, there's energies around us, there's a lot going on. A lot of negativity can come at you from people as well, projecting their stuff on you, vice versa. We could accidentally do it as well. So under this wolf moon, it's really a good time for a spiritual cleanse. One of them that I love is a salt bath. And another one I like doing is a transference of energy. So like pulling out other people's energy and transferring it into something else, like a piece of garlic, and sealing it up in a jar. Or you can just transmute it, with the violet flame energy. I think a chilling myth I wanted to talk about is around Celtic myths. And the wolf moon around this time, full moons in general, again, how the veil being so thin and everything, and just being able to talk to the deceased, being able to get answers as well, like from your spirit guides. You'll be able to hear clearly, more clearly than usual as well. It's almost, sometimes when you're tapping in around this time, I've noticed, and the reason why I say it's chilling is because it's almost feeling like you're on the other side of time. So just try to ground yourself. In Norse mythology, I can't talk today. I'm telling you, there's been a full moon I noticed since last night. I'm filming this on Sunday, January 12th. And last night, I noticed there's a full moon. There's actually a full moon, what appears to be a full moon in the sky, but its energy's coming through right now, because the wolf moon's energy comes three days before and 3 days after. But also, energies are just running high right now. I feel it. And to begin with some dark secrets, the first thing, again, I wanted to talk about, because it just popped in my head again, is the women that run with wolves. And again, is your subconscious mind is at play right now during this time? Your deepest and darkest secrets coming to the surface, or maybe coming back, like maybe people from the past as well. Intuitively, I just picked that up. And anything you've been trying to hide or push away, it's coming up for healing right now. And the book I mentioned, Women That Run with Wolves, it's great to try to tackle your unconscious mind. It helps you to do that. But the wolf is really a good animal to call upon when you feel disempowered. I call upon my wolf spirit guide when I feel this way. The wolf gives us a sense of power, of fire, drive, and courage. And a dark planetary aspect of the wolf moon is how close it will be to Mars. Mars is the planet of war, conflict, anger, etc., like feeling low energy levels. So this wolf moon is, like I mentioned before, it's in the sign of Cancer. And that may make you feel the need to like hold people hostage for the past that they've done to you, like how they hurt you. But full moons are also about release and letting go. So again, when these emotions are coming up, you can heal them, So when you notice that, because like I said, again, Mars, how close it is to Mars retrograde and everything. And Mars is the planet of conflict, but use it for good. Like when it comes to that conflict, see where it's coming from inside of you so you can heal it, Because we look at things when they don't feel good, when anger comes up or whatever, and it doesn't feel good, like our feelings are getting deep. But really, when these things come up, it's healing. It's really look at it that way, that it's really a time of healing. Another cool thing about Mars, well, I shouldn't say cool, nothing I mentioned about Mars was cool right now, but a cool thing about Mars is that it's so close. When the moon gets so close to it, Mars won't be visible for a little while there. It's kind of cool. I think they call it occulting around the moon or something. But anyways, the wolf moon is also known for initiations. Shamans are big into wolf spirit guides and initiation. So the wolf moon is an animal guide. It's asking you to go deeper, to help you with your ascension process. It brings about the dark night of the soul, but also enlightenment. You also could feel confused around this time. because of all this going on, Mars being in retrograde and the full moon being in the sign of Cancer, it could leave you feeling confused. And it's a good time to work on communication. Many different cultures revered animals and nature to be sacred. They believed that everything had a consciousness, including animals and nature. This reminds me of Celtic Reiki. Trees and plants have a consciousness, including animals. I learned this recently in my Celtic Reiki course. In mythology, wolves are held with high regard. Wolves are known to be loyal, protective, and with good instincts. And they make good gods of war. They make excellent plans of attack and can be ferocious. And wolves and Artemis have a strong connection. Artemis is the Greek god in mythology. She's the goddess of the moon and hunting and chastity. She protects women and nature. Artemis is also protective, like a wolf, and loyal, and hunts like wolves do. Artemis was so very strong and secure in herself that she stayed a virgin and alone. She didn't need a partner. She was strong on her own. She was fierce like a wolf, And it reminds me of the lone wolf. Another cool wolf fact about Artemis is that her mom is Leto, the wolf goddess. It was said that Leto could turn into a wolf. Leto was very close with wolves, and they were with her, and they helped her out when needed. Apollo was Artemis's twin. Apollo was also a Greek god, but a wolf god. Apollo was the goddess known for the sun and healing and archery. But the dark side of the story is not to get on the god's bad side, especially Artemis. She's known for protecting women from violence or anyone threatening them. She was fierce in her punishments to those who crossed her or nature, those who were violent towards women. The wolf moon has been said to have retrieved its name due to the wolves howling at the moon. It's said that the wolf spirit guards the moon and is protective over her. The wolf cries out to the moon or sings to her. And there are legends that the wolf and the moon were in love. And the wolf bears its soul to the moon. So the wolf moon is a great time for communication, like I mentioned. It really is a good time to voice your opinions and say what you need to say. Empower yourself. Coming up with creative ideas, because the wolf is very strategic. And this is all I have to say, but if you do like this, I have several other videos that I have in my video storage on my channel, because each year I like to make a different video about the different aspects of the wolf moon. Thank you.